Good morning from a very empty Thorpe Park. I've already had 2 rides on Hyperia and it's not even 10:30. One of those was on the back row using a single rider, which was awesome. So yeah, the park is absolutely dead. Almost everything is walk-on today. So I'm going to see just how many rides I can rack up today. Got about 6.5 hours left until park close. So today we're doing Colossus. That seems to be walk-on at the moment. So Colossus wasn't quite walk-on, they're only running 1 train. And yeah, sadly Stealth is actually closed today, but this is the only day this week I could actually be here, and it was like said in advance it would be shut. So I'm going to head over to the Swarmed Out, still the same 5 minutes, and get a few rides on that. Great ride on the Swarm there, row 5 I think I got in the end. And yeah, it's definitely developing the bounce that Mandrill Mayhem has, but it's nowhere near as bad as that, and it's only in the high speed sections like just at the bottom here. Yeah, absolutely love this one. Some effects are working today, like the smoke out of the engines. Yeah, great ride there on the Swarm. There it goes again. Just had a lovely ride on Nemesis Inferno there. Reborn's definitely still better, but Inferno does get some good rides, especially if it's quite warm like it is today. Definitely just going there, unfortunately a bit too long. So we've got some construction here for Lucifer's lair. I did notice there was about 4 boxes of pumpkins down by the Monk's Walk back there. So it looks like there's a lot of preparations going in for frying lights. And look at all those fire effects around here, there's so many. Yeah, I did see Morgan Meadow being set up, that looked pretty good. And yeah, Stitches is also up, so that looks awesome. Can't wait for the event this year. So I just had a second ride on the Swarm, on the back left of the train this time. I almost can't quite believe I'm saying this, but it's not that fun of a ride anymore. Just watch it go down there. It really just wasn't very comfortable. It was very bouncy, and I definitely had a bit of a headache kind of coming off. It's definitely not as bad as Mandrill Mayhem, but it's nowhere near as smooth as it was even just a couple of months ago, which I'm very surprised by. I'm not quite sure what's happened to the ride, if they've changed something. Yeah, that wasn't a very fun ride. I have to say, it's surprisingly busy considering this is a random first day in September. I know yesterday the park was absolutely dead, everything was pretty much walk-on. So yeah, very surprised by how busy it is today. Going for ride number 3 of the day on Hyperia now, again using a single rider. Main queue's at half an hour, hopefully this isn't that long. Just got a front row ride on Hyperia using single rider. Forgot just how good that is. Front row Hyperia might actually be the best row on this ride. Just the sheer speed adds so much to the experience. So that was actually a pretty decent run in Colossus. Definitely a little bit bumpy, but it's seems to be running decently well today. Just here outside of Stitches, which is all set up. And yeah, can't wait to get back in here, and obviously the exits to Walking Meadow. Just waiting for Colossus to come around again. Fantastic back for a ride on Hyperia there. Single ride line looks really short, so I'm going to go around again. And it looks like Saw is now open, so I may go for a ride a little later. Lovely ride there on Hyperia, got row 7 that time. Yeah, it's running so well, so smooth, no problems there at all. It's so much fun, and the air time is just incredible. So yeah, looks like the Nemesis, Inferno and Swarm are basically walk-on at the moment, so I might go and do a few rides on both of those. Because yeah, some fantastic B&M coasters they have here, but of course the best is Hyperia. Row 5 there on Inferno, but there was pretty much no queue. I walked straight into the station and just had to wait from there. And yeah, running really well. I really want to try a front or back row. Probably not the front though. Yeah, I really want to try a back row with how well that was running there. Another fantastic ride on Nemesis Inferno there. Got row 3, and again it was just absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's running really well in the heat today. It seems to be a trend. If it's a warm day, Inferno will run quite well, but if it's a cold day, it doesn't run well at all. The next or something. Then we're going to do a few rides on Swarm before finishing the day off with a few more on Hyperia. Going for some more rides on the Swarm now. With how well Inferno was running, I wonder how intense these are going to be. Super intense ride on the Swarm there. Going around for another go. This will actually be my 20th ever ride on it. So hopefully I'll get a back or a front row this time. My best ride of the day so far on the Swarm in the back row there. Much smoother than all the other ones. A lot more intense, really fast through all the elements. Absolutely loved it. Gonna go back over to Hyperia now and just marathon it until the end of the day. Trying to get at least 4 more rides because that'll take me up to 10 today, which is the most I've ever done it in one day. So I've now done Hyperia I think 11 times today. I'm going to get in the queue for one last ride in just a moment, but yeah, fantastic marathon there. Mostly row 7 though, which is really annoying. It's quite a shaky row, especially on one of the trains. Do have a bit of a headache, but I want to get one last ride in today. It is the most rides I've done on Hyperia in one day now, which will soon be 12, so I'm about to make my own record. Yeah, absolutely love this ride. Just amazing. So much airtime. And it's running so well today in terms of how fast it's going. Crazy day here then. 12 rides on Hyperia, last one on row 9, which was amazing. And yeah, the last ride of the day had such a cool atmosphere, way better than just a regular ride. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more, please subscribe and like this one if you enjoyed it. With that said, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.